Hey guys, it's Sam and welcome to my channel. So if you're not new here, I have been gone for a while, but I recently just got back from Vegas. I was in Vegas for about 4 days and it was for my mom's birthday. And I was supposed to have a video up before I left. However, I didn't finish editing it before I left, so it's like halfway done, but my mouse needs new batteries, so I haven't even gotten the chance to finish it. Hopefully I will soon though. So today I kind of just wanted to sit down and play with makeup. I haven't just played with makeup in such a long time. And today I just want to do something really fun and might not be wearable. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but in my head, I kind of want to do something crazy. Like I want to do crazy stuff to my face right now. So we're going to go ahead and just dive into it. Also, I have some friends that wanted to join the party when I got back. And yeah, and I'm a picker when I have blemishes, so I picked them. I can't help that. That is just a characteristic that will never go away. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just dive into the video and get some makeup on our face. Before we do, please subscribe, and what else? Subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, follow me on my Instagram. I will have that down below. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer first. I bought this to take with me to Vegas because my primer that I have from Smashbox is in a glass container, and this is like plastic, so I didn't want to take a glass container with me if it was going to break. So I bought that one because it was inexpensive, but I really like the way this feels. I'm going to put that all over my face. I'm going to prime my eyes with my concealer and some of this LA Girl Pro Concealer. That's a white shade. I'm just going to mix those two on my eyelids. So, going back to Vegas. I was told before that it is super dry there. But I'm telling you, I was not prepared for really how dry it was. During the winter time, I got dry patches like kind of like around this area and up here in my forehead. And summer came and I was like, oh my gosh, thank God, like hopefully my skin will get a little better. It won't be so dry. And I was terribly wrong. Now my dryness has moved from here. It is still a little bit dry up here also, but not as bad as it used to be. But it's no longer dry here, but like in between my nose, like right in this area here, it's so dry and flaky. And while I was in Vegas, this area right here kind of like creeped down, so like all of my smile line was super dry. And then not only that, my like inside my nostrils they just felt so dry. I wanted to like shove lotion up my nostrils. Just really quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. Okay, so my brows are now on. I think I'm gonna do kind of a purple look. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go crazy with the purple colors. While I was down there, the first night I was down there in Vegas, I went to go see a drag queen show. It was just basically a whole bunch of, well, just like drag queens dressed up as performers. There was the one dressed up as like Katy Perry and Gwen Stefani and Madonna and who else? There was, oh my God, there's so many. Pink, Dolly Parton. There were so many. There were a whole lot of characters there. So I'm feeling pretty inspired by that right now, so we might look a little bit draggish, but that's okay. That's not a bad thing. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and first shade I'm going to use is the Douce palette by Juvia's, and I'm going to take the shade Custard, which is obviously this like purpley pink shade here, and put that, I think I'm going to take it all the way up to my brow bone, from the crease all the way up to my brow bone. If you see me squinting, it's because I don't have my contacts on. I was just too lazy to put them on, and I can't see anything. I can't see to save my life. So I guess I should just tell you guys about my time in Vegas while we're here. I had a good time. We left on Thursday, June 21st. We went for my mom's birthday, which was on Friday, June 22nd, and then we came back on Sunday, June 24th. And it was my very first time on a plane. I had never been on a plane before that. And on the plane ride over there to Vegas, I actually sat at the end, not by the window, like at the end where the aisle is. I sat there, so I didn't get to see outside of the window, so I feel like it wasn't like that bad of a plane ride. I know, like, the times I've ever heard about riding a plane or anything like that, I've always heard that the taking off and the landing is the roughest parts of riding a plane. So when we landed, it was a pretty rough landing. Like, we were still, I feel like the plane was still going pretty fast, and everybody kind of like was like being pushed forward, and we all had to have like our hands up on the seats in front of us to like we won't hit our heads. And I mean, I didn't think anything of it. I honestly just thought it was normal. I was like, oh, I mean, they're always saying how it's rough, especially the landing, so I didn't really think anything of it. Only later to find out you're not supposed to land like that. Like, my aunt, who has been on plane rides before, was like, no, it's usually not that rough. It's not supposed to be that rough. I don't know, maybe the pilot like messed up on something. So my life was in danger. I didn't even know my life was in danger. I was like, oh my god, I could have died, possibly, maybe, I don't know. I'm going to take this dark purple from the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, this one right here. So Friday night we got there, and or Friday we got there, and we did have that show. It's called the Diva Show, and it was like one of the coolest things ever. I didn't want it to ever end. It was so much fun. If I ever go back to Vegas, it is for sure to see another show like that, because it was amazing. Like, they did such an amazing job. I did get in trouble for filming it. I was just trying to like record a little piece of it, and then they came by and they said, no videography, only photography. So I may have a little clip of it, but I mean, which I guess I understand why, you know, like if people are filming it and they're posting it online, then I guess there's no real reason for anybody to go see it if you can go online and see it. So I understand. I get it. So now, just to deepen it up a little bit, I'm going to take the darker purple shade here and the Morphe palette, and I think I'm going to take a smaller brush. So while me and my cousins were kind of exploring around, if you haven't been to Vegas, then a lot of on the strip, all of the hotels, they're all kind of connected, so you can kind of like walk through all of them. So from the MGM, we kind of worked our way. There was one hotel that we had stopped at after the MGM. I can't remember what it was called, but there was this other hotel called the Luxor. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's the one with the pyramid. And that one, it's kind of like Egyptian style. So they had this exhibit. It was a human body exhibit. Yes, a human body exhibit. And I was like, I wonder what that is. Because they had a Titanic exhibit, and then right next to it was the human body exhibit. So I went up to the counter guy, and I said, what the hell is a human body exhibit? And he says, oh, they're donated bodies from like signs from people who've passed away. They, you know, were donators, so their body was used for science, for educational purposes and stuff like that. And there's an exhibit to obviously educate you on your insides, like your intestines and what your lungs look like if you're a smoker, or what cancer might look like. And I was like, no freaking way, are they real bodies? He said, yeah, they're real bodies. Everything is real except for the eyes. Some of the eyes were real, and you can tell which ones were and weren't, because the real ones were like dried out and almost zombie looking, and the other ones, of course, were like fake plastic, you know, eyes. I was like, oh my gosh. So me and my cousin, me and my cousin and his girlfriend, we paid that $35 to get in, and usually it takes like 15 minutes for someone to walk through. It took us a whole hour. Like, we were so shook at everything. Like, it was literally a trip, and it might have been the alcohol. I'm pretty sure alcohol had something to do with it, but we were like so tripped out at everything. Like, it was insane. Like, insane. And that stuff will stay with me forever. I saw stuff that I wish I would never have seen in my life, but it is a pretty cool experience. So if you're into stuff like that, then I would definitely say check it out. I want to cut my crease, so I'm going to take my concealer. Okay, so that is the basic shape that I'm going for. I'm just going to do this eye really quickly, just like this one. And I don't know, think about what I want to do with this look. So BRB. So I think I've got them close enough. They're definitely not the same, but that's okay. We'll move along. I'm stuck between two of the Juvia's Place. One of them, this one is called Puffs. And then this one, actually there's two here, but so I'm stuck between Puffs and then this shade here, Oh Sun. There's also this one up here, but I'm kind of gravitating more toward this one between these two. And these are kind of similar. I think I'm gonna go with Oh Sun. Right, that's what it's called? Yeah. Oh Sun, this pinky shade here, and this is from the Magic palette. I wish I had like a pure pink shimmery pigment, because I feel like that would work a bit better. Alright, so now after that shade, I'm going to go in back into the Magic palette and take this purpley shade called Faso. It is really pretty purple shade here, and I'm just going to take that on the same brush, because who the cares. And then again, spritz a little bit of my Urban Decay on lighter spray, and then I'm going to kind of put that on top and then like in the middle. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to attempt to put these on top. I don't know if adding it with the applicator is best or putting it on a brush, but I'm going to try the applicator first. So again, this is the shade Psych, the more pinkly, the more pink shade, and I'm just going to paint a little. Wait, is this the right shade? It is. Why does it look so dark? Oh no, it looks really dark on my eyelid. Oh no, that wasn't a good idea. Okay, so whatever you do, you put these down. Do not tap it out with your finger. I just like erased a huge chunk. So I'm going to leave that alone, and then I'm going to go in with a purple shade called Chill Pill. And oh yeah, these are a lot darker. I didn't have this experience before when I used the gold one, but this blue shade Chill Pill has made what it's underneath it so goopy. So I'm just going to try to take my finger with some more of that purple shade and kind of put that on top of it, hopefully to set it in place so it doesn't move around. Alright, what I'm going to do, hopefully this doesn't screw anything up, but I'm just going to take a little bit of the highlights and Just like carefully tap it over my eyelid. So because I am inspired by the whole drag look right now, I do want to do a crazy liner. I'm thinking about doing a thick wing and then like at the point here kind of like following this cut crease that I did. So let's give that a try, shall we? I'm gonna go ahead and put some music on for this because I need to focus. Okay, so that was tough. To be honest with you, I was so focused in that moment. I'm not sure if I have good clips of that, so hopefully I did. But basically, I just did a wings liner, and then the cut crease that we had created, I just like connected that line to the point. Came out pretty good, I'm pretty happy with it. We're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Before I go in foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution London Ultra Strobe Balm, and this is what it looks like. It has some really cool like iridescent colors to it. So I'm gonna go in with this shade here because it has more of a purple undertone. And I'm gonna put that pretty much everywhere you would normally highlight. So like, I'm gonna put that on my cheekbones just for that extra glow, you know? So the next trip that I want to plan, I definitely want to go to California. Like that is like a for sure thing. Always want to go to California, so I need to make that happen ASAP. So we are going for a bright ass under eye today, so I'm going to mix in my concealer. With, again, the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is called Highlighter. And it does have little specks of like shimmer, but you can't really see it once it's blended out. Oh, I shouldn't be drinking that Coke. So I'm just going to put a little bit of it because this stuff, let me tell you, this stuff goes a long ass way. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend that shit out. After that is blended out, I'm gonna go in with this next shade here. This is called Chestnut, again from the LA Girl Pro Concealers. I should have done this before, but this is kind of like a new thing for me, so sometimes I forget. I'm just going to blend that out. Because my skin has been like so dry recently, especially just coming back from the freaking desert, my nose is not holding the foundation very well. So that sucks. I'm gonna take my creases out before setting it with my ethereal powder. A whole bunch of it though. I'm gonna need a whole bunch of this shit. A dry sponge. I'm going to set all of this. Okay, so it hasn't even been on there for a full minute, and I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe this off. We're gonna go ahead and move back onto the eyes, and I'm gonna take my NYX Jumbo pencil, and I am going to run this in my waterline. We are gonna go ahead and go for that drag eye look, so I'm gonna kind of create another lower lash line in a sec. I'm going to take a little angled brush, and I'm going to jump into the Morphe palette, and I'm going to take this pinky purple shade here. It's kind of like the first shade that we used before, but I'm only taking this one because the other palette is now underneath all of my other palettes I was using, and I'm too lazy to grab it. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to kind of go for, honestly I don't know how to do this, but we're going to try it anyway. I'm going to go from like the outer corner and then bring it down, like right underneath where my bag, where my eye bag would be. This definitely is not going to be as intense as a drag queen might do it, because I think they might go a little bit lower than this. But this is what we're going to work with right now. Baby steps. So after that shade, we're going to go in with the second to the darkest purple, this shade right here. Just with that same brush and doing that same technique. I just kind of want to build it up to make it a little bit darker. This next shade, you can also kind of smoke it out a little bit. The next, I'm going to grab just a teeny tiny bit of this, the darkest purple, with a teeny tiny bit of black. I mean tiny, like just a little tap. And then I'm going to start from the outer corner again. I'm going to take a small brush and kind of blend the edge out. I'm going to go back in with my jumbo pencil and kind of fill in the gap that we just created with that shadow. And because that's a cream product, I'm going to take some white shadow and set that. I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go in for it. I'm going to take this purple shade right here, the lighter purple one, and just take it on the brush, not too much because we don't want to go too crazy all at once. But I'm going to take this is just like a sequence pack, but I'm going to try to get that sharp line that, you know, they usually got going for them, and just blend this out. The second to the darkest, just a teeny tiny bit, kind of focus it at the base. Now with that first shade that we took, I'm just going to apply it like as if blush or something right here. Oh. Wow. Just going to add a little bit more like up here. Wow. Can't believe that worked. Okay, I went a little bit lower on this one, but we can fix that. Just to clean my mistake, I'm going to take a flat brush and dip into some powder. And I'm going to clean up this line. Now with the same brush that I was using and the same colors, I'm going to go over my forehead. I also want to contour my nose with these same shades. So I'm going to take just a tad of those and go over. And the shape that we did with our eye socket, I'm just going to follow that down. And then I'm gonna go ahead and also clean up the sides of my nose. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let the powder I have on my face set a little bit. I'm gonna do my lashes off camera. I'm just gonna apply some mascara, top lashes and also bottom lashes, and then I will be okay. So 65 years later, I got my lashes on. Top lashes are Seduction by Morphe, and then the bottom ones are Ardell Wispies, I think. I don't have the box for them, but I'm pretty sure they're the wispy kind. I was gonna use the Ardell individual lashes, but these were easier just to pop on, so hopefully they don't fall off. But I am like loving this look so far. So drag, so cunty. Just kidding. We need a highlighter, so I'm gonna go into Anastasia Moonchild palette, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Purple Horse. I don't know how, I've never used this shade before, so I'm not sure how intense it is. So I'm gonna pop that in the inner corner. And then of course my nose, the tip end. I'm gonna take a bigger brush and go on my cheekbones. I'm going to use a black lipstick today, and I'm gonna go in on these overdrawn lips. I feel like it needs a little bit of a beauty mark, so I'm going to take the same black liquid lipstick, and just on a nail art tool, it has like little pointed for dots at the end. I'm going to take some on the bigger side and like right here. I think I'm going to do it right here. There. We got the perfect little dot. Well, I can't see the viewfinder, so I'm not sure exactly how this wig looks on camera. But I'm hoping it looks good, because in person, it doesn't. This wig is from Amazon. It was just like super cheap, and honestly, I thought it was gonna be like better material than this. But it's not. Like, you can totally see like my hair on this side, but we're gonna hide that for a sec. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing this look. I know this video might be super long, but I mean, can you imagine? I was sat here for 3 hours filming. Well, more than 3 hours, like 4 hours filming this, and I loved every minute of it. I love the way this came out so much. I definitely want to do more looks like this. I did think about adding like rhinestones, like going across my forehead, or maybe like glitter on the liner, but I'm kind of happy I didn't, because I feel like with the wig and the ears, it would kind of be like too much going on. This is like simple grocery store shopping type of look, going to the park, you know. Just kidding. But oh, you can still see my tag. Oh, you can see my tag. Well, if anybody's interested in a wig like this, it is from Amazon, and if I can find it, I will try to have it linked down below, but honestly, I wouldn't recommend it because it's not that great. It's not a lace front, so you can like definitely tell like this part is a wig for sure. I'm gonna put that back there. Anyways, that is it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I really enjoy watching videos like this, like makeup tutorials on crazy makeup, just because for me, it's not even about learning how to do something. It's just about watching someone create art, you know? Like, that is what's most exciting to me with these kinds of videos. So I hope you guys like it too. And I will see y'all in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever. and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.